Hello, everyone. It's Sabrina Jean. I hope you're all doing well. My apologies for not coming back yesterday with more pick a card readings. It was my perfect intention to do so, but how many of you have ever experienced moments of sudden and unexpected confusion? So I had to take some time off yesterday afternoon for mental health. And usually, whenever I'm experiencing anything unusual, I always go to my personal astrology transits. And sure enough, the moon was opposing my natal moon. So that's what was causing my WTF. Anyway, I'm back now, and I intend to make up for it today with this very first pick a card reading. So, what's coming in for you? How many more days until something? What are you expecting? What are you hoping for? What are you looking for? This is going to be a general tarot, but over the next 10 days or so, what are your greatest potentials? So you can choose according to the cover card, the image, or the crystal, and of course, there's always timestamps. Choose whichever one is getting your attention the most, and let's get started. Pile 1. Hi, Pile 1. Okay. How many more days until good news, good luck, good fortune? Or what is the potential? What's coming in for you? What should you expect, right, over these next few days? So if you were drawn to the Ace of Cups card or the orange calcite crystal, I'm going to set this over here. I'm thinking, if you're listening to what I was saying in the intro to this video yesterday, the moon was opposing my natal moon. And maybe you were experiencing the same yesterday as well. Sometimes the Ace of Cups shows up because it's trying to get us out of our head and tune into our heart instead. But there's something deeper here. I think that's trying to get your attention if you chose group number 1. So, again, I've recently been creating these pick a card readings because, well, I enjoy them, and I think everyone else seems to enjoy these as well. So over the next however many days we can fill the tarot cards on the screen, what's coming in for you? What should you expect? What do you need to know? Okay. Put that over there. Excuse me. Knight of Swords. Should I start at the... Yeah, I'm going to start at the top. Two of Cups. Communication with somebody else. Eight of Pentacles. So this is kind of like laying out the timeline of your story. The Empress. The Eight of Cups. The Emperor. The High Priestess. Page of Swords. Interesting. So this is what's new, what's coming in for you. Group number 1. It's, well, definitely communication, a conversation, an opportunity to talk to someone. This may or may not be a new person. There might be someone who's trying to get your attention, actually. There may be somebody who's interested in you. And let's just take a look at these cards a little more deeply. I feel like you're just working on you. You're doing your own thing, and you're not really looking for anything in particular. I think you're working on yourself, or you're working on your creativity or your business, right? Your job. You're focusing on you and earning a better income for yourself to improve your health, your well-being, okay, and your lifestyle. I'm thinking that if you chose group 1, you have at some point chosen to just focus on what's more important to you than what's most important to other people. But here's the thing, the Knight of Swords and then the Page of Swords. So this is something over the next 10 days. There's something maybe that you've been trying to force or trying to share or express. However, 10 days from now, I feel like you're going to be changing your mind. There's going to be something new, a new idea or information, probably coming from your higher self or through your intuition, that's going to help you to change your mind or change what you're focusing on. So we've got 8 of Pentacles here, meaning you're probably really just longing to find happiness and fulfillment. But over the next 10 days, I think something is going to distract you and interfere with your regular routine. Oh, so it could be your spirit guides or your higher self that are going to come in and distract you and help you to realize that it's not that you're not on the right path, but what you've been focusing on or trying to force to happen in your life, it isn't really happening in the way that you desire. And I feel like this is new inspiration coming in for you, whether it's through a conversation with somebody else or a spirit guide of yours, your higher self. This could also be a realization that you have, realizing, this path that I'm on, it's not really making me happy anymore, or maybe you're getting bored with it. You're ready to try something new. Okay. So here's the timeline. Within the next 2 days, something or someone is going to reach out, communicate with you, or share some information with you. Whether this is a person, so you've got Venus here, along with, I think that's Cancer energy. It could be somebody that you know, or something else. Okay. I feel like if any of you have been feeling sad, or lost, or lonely, or like you've been lacking, you're going to receive some sort of information within 2 days that's going to turn everything around for you, right? It's going to bring you a new awareness, which is also going to allow you to choose to either walk away from something that is no longer fulfilling, or you might even just go looking for something new. Now, again, this could be referring to your personal relationships or romantic or business relationships, work-related, or this could also be your higher self that is really trying to get your attention. But within the next 10 days, you have the ability to completely change your mind and redirect yourself and your intentions onto a different path, a better path, something that is more enjoyable for you. So maybe in the past, you've always just tried to be agreeable with everyone else, and you've come to a point where it's like, okay, this is no longer fun for me. I'm not really enjoying this experience anymore. Okay. So pay attention. 2 days from now, 2 days from the day you watch this video, right? We don't want to limit this to a sense of timing. But you have Mars here, so expect a change of direction and you choosing to take action towards something completely different, something on your own. There's a lot of Aries energy here, and there's swords. So you might have a lot of Libra in your chart or your personality, or maybe you haven't been able to decide on like a more clear path or purpose or intention. However, 5 days from now, this is you sitting there happily doing your thing in your daily routine, focusing on the things that are more important to you. Some of you might even be building something substantial for your future. Wow. So day 6, day 7, day 8, day 9, day 10. So after 5 days from now, the following 5 days are meant to be completely liberating. But it's you. It always comes back down to you. It's your free will to choose what you want to set yourself free from. Or if you're ready to walk away from something, to explore something new, something better, more empowering, more interesting. So another interesting thing happens when you choose to change your direction or your focus or your idea or your process. New people start showing up in your life to assist you with that choice. So this is how you unknowingly or subconsciously attract new connections, people, relationships, friendships, conversations to you. The heart already knows. And so your heart is desiring to create something new, something different, something more exciting. And this is what I see coming in for you over the next 10 days. So group 1, I hope you enjoyed this quick pick a card reading. Keep in mind that I just noticed for some of you, this could be divine masculine, divine feminine. For many of you, this could be your higher self aligning with you so that you can integrate and embody both feminine and masculine so that you feel more whole and complete and purposeful. All right, we could go on and on and on with these, but this is just a general reading to give you a heads up over your next 10 days. I hope you enjoyed this video. Group number 1, if you did, please do click the like button. Thank you for subscribing. And if you're drawn to another pile, I will see you over there. Hello, group number 2. If you were drawn to the green calcite or the 9 of Pentacles, over the next 10 days, what do you need to know? What or who is coming in for you? So when I look at this card, something wants me to say, well, this is what you're thinking. Like, yeah, I am so worth it. I'm so worthy of this. I've got this. I own this. That's what I'm feeling with this. I love this. This is you feeling like confident in your skin, confident in your shoes, your purpose. So what does this have to do with the next 10 days? I'm glad that you asked. Okay, let's set these here. I'm going to grab the tarot deck, and if you have watched my recent videos, this how many more days until such and such and such, then that's this video. It is simple tarot, your story for the next 10 days, what you should look out for, pay attention to, what or who's coming in for you, how many more days until hopefully it will answer your question, something that you've been looking for or waiting for. So I'm shuffling 3 times, and I'm cutting the deck. Group number 2, this is your life for the next 10 days. Nice. We're starting with the 4 of Cups. Sorry, 4 of Wands. I can't talk, obviously. Well, I can talk, but is it talking coherently? The Moon, 5 of Swords, Hanged One. Interesting. So, group 2, over the next 10 days. So, yeah, right now and today, you've got this. This is what's interesting. So, after today, or the day that you're watching this video, the following day, you might feel, well, if you were listening to me talking at the beginning of this entire video, I was referring to having to take some time off yesterday for mental health. But usually I go, when I'm feeling anything weird or strange or unusual, I look at my astrology transcendent. And surely enough, the moon was opposing my natal moon. which was making me think, okay, WTF, I just can't even think at the moment, so I may as well just enjoy the day. But this might be something that you will be feeling over the next few days. But let's lay out the rest of your cards. But that's what I was picking up on first. Three of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Judgment. I'll just go like this. The Magician, nice. I wonder if a certain individual is going to choose pile number 2, Knight of Cups. There are, I'm just totally blown away when there are certain people and subscribers, or even non-subscribers, that they always seem to choose the pile where the magician or the alchemist shows up. And so that naturally I start wondering if someone is going to, guess we'll find out. But you're being put on the spot as far as your higher self is concerned. Group number 2. That's why the Hanged One is here. Questioning something. There's something that's hidden. Or maybe you are curious about somebody else. Maybe you're wondering what someone else is doing, or there's not any jealousy here. But you keep looking back. You're checking yourself. And it's interesting because the very first card is like, okay, you've got this. You own this. Okay, so over the next 2, 3, 4 days, something is going to influence you to stop and do a self-check or to reconsider. And maybe you're even reconsidering yourself, your choices, your decisions from the past. So like, wait a minute, did I make the right decision? And when you take time to hold space, right, and self-reflect, why, it's like reconsider. And this is definitely like the energy of the number 7 as a cycle. And let me explain to you what I mean by this. Whenever there's a phase or a cycle with the energy of the number 7, when 7 shows up as a lesson, it's testing your intuition to see if you're paying attention, if you are listening, or if you are trusting your choices. So it's almost like 2 days, 3 days, 4 days from now, you might be questioning your choices. And it might actually take 3 days for you to sort through this. You might want to look at your astrology transits because there's probably something with Neptune that is affecting your mind. Actually, yeah, look at this. Pisces, Aquarius, and Neptune. So for those of you who are like learning how to understand your transits, with your own astrology apps, look to see what is affecting you. So there's Moon, Aquarius, and Neptune, which it kind of puts you in the state of suspension and wondering, well, you may even be asking yourself, WTF? And these are transits that can be caused by, of course, Neptune or Pisces. Pisces can feel rather woo-woo. But don't say that I didn't warn you. There's nothing to fear here. It's just that something else is trying to get your attention. Your spirit guides, your angels, your higher self, right? Your intelligent self. But I think that there's something new. That when you take the time to stop and reflect on your decisions or your past, you're going to become aware of something new, or maybe even a greater understanding of what got you here and now, what you're experiencing in your life. Okay, so what do you do with that? You use it in your favor to your advantage. So for those of you that have analytical minds, your mind, okay, so this is something I recently learned. So the mind can only focus on things in linear time. So the mind and the information in the brain, especially if you have an analytical mind, So this is you taking all that's becoming aware to you, right? And you're putting it out on the table for like observation. Like you want to dissect this. The mind wants to figure out and retrace its steps going back to the past in order to understand the best way forward. So in the next 10 days, I feel like a current path or something that you're focusing on, or it could be a belief or something else for that matter. This could have something to do with law of attraction, something that you're trying to manifest for yourself. Within the next 10 days, I feel like what you've been wishing for or hoping for is going to do a complete turnaround. Meaning, something is stopping you and getting your attention to make you realize, oh my gosh, that's not what I really want. Or maybe you're going to realize you were focusing on the wrong thing. You're emphasizing the wrong thing, the wrong energy. So this new something is going to come into your awareness, into your brain, or your intuition in 5 days from the date that you watch this video. Keep in mind, you need to do the self-work too. And I'm thinking that your transits are going to put you in exactly this energy. It's like a suspension. It's reflection, thinking, okay, what's going on here? Because synchronicity is trying to get your attention right now, group number 2, so that you can analyze, make adjustments, and you may even find yourself 8 days from now making a serious decision or life choice that is going to completely turn everything around for you. Realizing a truth or where your greatest power lies. And this is you turning into the Knight of Cups again, saying, oh my gosh, this is what I want. It's okay that I used to want this, but I don't really want that anymore. I want this. I want this. What is this? Right? What is this one thing that's trying to get your attention? For some of you, this could be a new person that is coming into your life, but I'm feeling more so that you're going to come to the realization that you need to let go of someone in your life so that you can move forward. Right? Knight of Cups. You can move forward to pursue your goals, detach yourself from something that's been holding you back. So day 2, 3, and 4 from today doesn't have to be bad or difficult or negative, but if you don't really like paying attention to yourself or analyzing your actions or your choices or your thoughts, then, if you're uncomfortable with yourself, then that might make you feel uncomfortable. But your higher self is trying to get you to pay attention to it. So you're almost going to be forced to pay attention to yourself, your actions, your choices, so that you can choose something new, something better, something different. So day 5 from today, something new is going to be offered. Now, I know that a lot of you like to see this as money. It could be a gift from the angels, the universe, spirit guides. The Pentacles is an earth energy. It's something that's tangible, but the Pentacles usually refer to your personal values and something that you need, something that supports you, something that believes in you. And now I want to question you, do you believe in you? Pile number 2, I believe in you. So this is like a course correction. You know what? Recently, I created a pick-a-card reading about an unexpected twist of fate, and I wonder which pile you chose in that video, if this is that unexpected twist of fate. Everything is changing, but in your favor. So group 2, these are the messages that I have for you right now over the next 10 days. Try and pay attention to the synchronicities. And if you need assistance with that or understanding how synchronicity works in your life and the timing of things, that's my expertise. That's my I don't even know the word. It's like, what is going on in my brain? Like something is, what kind of transits are we having right now? I think it's Venus. It's Venus and Saturn and the North Node and Neptune. And and this is affecting all of us. There's also Pluto is coming into opposition with the moon. So, but it's like really, it's causing like disconnection in my thought processes, which is probably my personal transit as well, because I currently have Uranus transiting my third house, which has been kind of freaky, but really cool. My expertise. Oh, thank you for that word. Oh my gosh. So what I'm saying is, if you'd like to learn more about synchronicity, reach out, request a private reading. I also do phone calls, consultations. We don't have to do tarot. I would love to enlighten you with the truth about your life, your path, your purpose, your future, your destiny. But, how much do you really want to know? Group 2, next 10 days. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do click the like button. You're always welcome to comment as well. And thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. If you were drawn to another pile, by all means pick another pile. And let's see what else you've got going on in the next 10 days. Okay, bye for now. Hi, pile 3. If you chose the blue calcite crystal, or maybe you were drawn to this 10 of Wands. Okay, so within the next 10 days, or actually the title of this video is usually how many days until something, or how many more days you have to wait. So let's find out. The cover card here is the 10 of Wands with Saturn and Sagittarius. So usually the 10 of Wands means that you're completing something heavy or a cycle, and something new is about to manifest for you, but something else I think is about to liberate you. Something is going to set you free in the next 10 days. The number 10 usually is a sign that your thoughts are creating things. So what are you focusing on? So let's get a day-to-day timeline for group 3. Put the crystal here, like that. Okay. And if you've watched my previous videos about how many more days until whatever, then you will already know that I usually use this Astro Matrix deck. I shuffle it 3 times, and then the top 10 cards, well, I shuffle and then I cut the deck, and then the top 10 cards reveal your story, your timeline for the next 10 days. Wait, let me clean off the table. So group 3, very important. How many more days until, let me put this over here. Okay, starting with 6 of Pentacles. That's day 1. The King of Wands. The 4 of Cups. Wow, the 0 point field. The full cards, sorry. Like 0 point field. Well, alrighty then. You know what? I said that to myself yesterday afternoon when I was experiencing La La Land. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video. And I don't even know where, it's like all of a sudden I said to myself, alrighty. No, that's what it was. It was alrighty. And so there was a show, this show, and I'm not going to name names because then YouTube might take a long time to catch that I'm, trying to infringe on somebody's copyright or something like that. But I'm thinking that many of you, especially if you're closer to my age, or maybe younger, I don't know. Maybe you watched this series. It started out on HBO, and then they ended up making some movies. But there was a relationship in one of the episodes, and yes, I did. At one point, I purchased a majority of the seasons of this show. And the show The show had the character who was lovingly titled Mr. Big. You know who I'm talking about. But it wasn't him. It was the other couple and relationship, and it was the husband that would say, "Alrighty." he was agreeable to everything. "Alrighty." No, there's a story for everything, isn't there? There's even a story why I'm suddenly saying "alrighty." I don't usually say that. That sounds kind of dorky. But you know what? Pile 3. Wow. Something has come over me. But you know what? It's something that's absolutely fantastic. And I'm still trying to grasp it and understand what that is. You know what I also did yesterday? After that first pick a card reading? Because, well, I do energy work. I'm a metaphysical coach. But I also work on my own energy. And I opened up and I activated and I aligned all of my chakras from the Earth Star chakra, right? Which is from the Earth. And I opened up the portal to connect with beyond the galactic center. And I wonder if that's what's happening to me. Because it's absolutely cool and fascinating and liberating what I've been experiencing ever since I opened up my energy to the galactic center and beyond. Okay, pile 3. What's this one? Oh, look, Prince came to join us. Okay, so I'm going to put, that was too many cards. Thank you for, I hope I'm entertaining you in the least. But I am serious here. I always love sharing new information, insights, heads up, details, something maybe that you didn't already know. Something really cool is going to happen to group number 3 over the next 10 days. Something is coming in for you. So this is karma coming back in and repaying you. Something that you deserve. Maybe something that you've been waiting for. But you've got the number 10. Let's look at the other cards. You have the 0, you have a 10. So 10, 10, right? Focus on your vision, your goals, your dreams, your intentions. Interesting how you've got 6 of Cups here as well. The Chariot, success, the Sun, Jupiter. Group 3, within these next 10 days, unexpected blessings are coming in for you. Everything that you know that you are deserving of, everything that you've been working so hard for. This is positive karma coming back around, bringing you absolutely what you need. Some of you may feel like 4 days from now, like taking a leap of faith, or on day 4, you might feel, okay, let's back it up. On day 3, maybe you're just taking the time to disconnect or tune in or reflect or relax. But on day 4, something new and exciting. So you've got Uranus here. Uranus is that revolutionary planet that brings in new epiphanies, new information, sudden unexpected changes. In your case, this is prosperity. There's Jupiter is blessing you along your path, helping you to move forward on your path towards success, prosperity. But it's also requiring you to surrender your need to control or take a leap of faith into a new experience. I feel like life is trying to manifest something amazing for you. But if you're trying to be the dictator of how anything happens in your life, then I'm worried you just may not allow these sudden and unexpected blessings to come in for you. You see what I mean? Try to get out of your head and into your heart. Listen, reflect, enjoy, relax. Ten of Pentacles usually represents spiritual abundance. I feel like for many of you, you're going to start experiencing a lifestyle that maybe you've been wishing for. If you realize that your life is already perfect, but maybe you've just been looking for more, or you've been experiencing or wanting to experience more, or to travel more, or you're wanting more of something else, this is what's coming in for you. The Ten of Pentacles. So, and again, this may be something that you've been focusing on and working on for a long time. This is like the end of a cycle. I'm going to say that you have finished a 9-year cycle of growth that you've been building. So what have you been creating in the last 9 years? Group number 3. Because now it's payback time. All of your hard work coming into fruition. That's how I'm intuiting these cards. Justice, meaning life is finally happening in your favor. It's time, says the Justice card. Freedom, liberation, you enjoying your life, enjoying the simpler things, maybe traveling more. There's a significance about your home or family as well for some of you, so I'm not really sure if you are longing to make changes like in your home, or this might be referencing changes within your family, but this could also be your spiritual family, right? Your angelic family, your cosmic family. Wishes are coming true, but this isn't just something that you wished for nonchalantly. This is something that you set your intention for, and you've been working it and building it. And so if you've been waiting for this ultimate level of success, this is something that you're going to experience or witness in the next 10 days. So starting today, you should be receiving either, this could be your intuition, if your guides or your angels are feeding you, or maybe you're going to receive some unexpected money or donations or support today. Maybe some of you might receive a tip from somewhere. I don't know what kind of jobs you do, or what kind of work that you do. But you've been working towards building or creating something in your life that maybe hasn't shown itself in the physical reality to you yet, but this is what you've been working towards building, finally coming into fruition. Okay, now I understand why the Four of Cups is here, because maybe it's just come to a point where you're frustrated, you're waiting, you're looking, you keep, you keep creating, you keep doing everything that you think that you need to do. And maybe you've just been wondering, okay, when is it going to happen? Something significant is going to happen in the next 10 days. Okay, open yourself up and allow yourself to receive all of the gifts and the blessings from the universe. Not what your mind thinks it needs. Open your mind and allow yourself to receive something even more amazing beyond what you could have ever imagined. That's what the universe is going to be dishing out to you. So pay attention today. Actually, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Over the next 4 days, something is trying to get you to surrender to bliss. Technically, what these 4 days are representing, it's asking you to just surrender and give up what you think that you know or what you think that you want, and just say, oh my gosh, okay, I just want to be happy. I just want to be prosperous. I just want to be, fill in the blanks. And then allow the universe to, send you blessings, good fortune, or whatever it is that you need to fulfill your life purpose. So day 5, sometimes, keep in mind, because I am a solar flare enthusiast, I have come into the realization that whenever there are solar flare activities And there is an app that you can download on your phone so you get notified. But the sun is like sending information, downloads, activations. This is spiritual energy. It's healing. It's something coming from the cosmos. So the Ten of Pentacles is much more than what you think that it is. This could be truth. This could be your spiritual family changing your DNA even so that it aligns with Ten of Pentacles. You see what I mean? So you've got Mercury here, and there's Virgo. So something is activating and sending you everything that you absolutely need in the tangible world to fulfill your wishes and your dreams. So what's interesting is on day 5, there's 10 of Pentacles. Remember, it could be just download, realizations, information, a sudden understanding or a sudden knowing. And then this is you on day 6, like taking action, making a serious decision about something in your life. Right? But this decision that you will be in a position to choose is something that will nurture you. It will make you happier, make you feel more secure, more loved, more healthy, more wise, more important, more whatever it is that you're wanting to feel. So for some of you, you're going to receive what you need so that you can support your family greater, if that's what you're interested in doing. So if you don't have family or anyone to take care of, then all of this is for you. So maybe some of you are on a solo journey. Success, nevertheless, and fulfillment, happiness, feeling satisfied emotionally, like your cup is full. This is how you should be feeling 10 days from the time that you're watching this video. Successful, empowered, fulfilled, loved, nurtured, abundant, free, powerful. Did I leave out a word? Group 3, these are your messages for the next 10 days. I hope you enjoyed this video reading. If you did, please do click the like button. You're always welcome to comment as well. If this is really resonating for you with your business or something that you know that you've been working on, if you would like more details or information about what the universe is conspiring to bless you with, then do reach out and request a private reading from me. And we don't have to do tarot, although I use tarot, of course, but also astrology. So what the universe is blessing you with in the next 10 days really does depend on your birthday, your transits, your numerology, and your choices, and what you believe is possible. So if you'd like a private reading, reach out. Meanwhile, if you're drawn to another pile, then I will see you in another pile. Bye for now. Hello, group number 4. If you were drawn to the Hermit card or the pink Calcite crystal. So, how many more days until something? What are you looking for? What are you waiting for? What are you wishing for? So I'm going to put your crystal over here and your Hermit. So if you chose the Hermit card, so this is over the next 10 days because honestly, we only have room for 10 cards. And so I've created a few of these kind of piles or pick a card videos already. So if you've watched my previous ones, how many days until, or how many more days, then you know how this goes. So we're using the the Astro Matrix. I'm going to shuffle 3 times, cut the deck, and lay out the 10 cards to reveal what's coming in for you over the next 10 days. Are you ready? Group 4? Okay. Day 1, celebration. Okay, we accept celebration, I think. Three of Swords. Number 33, there's Temperance. Two of Wands. Seven of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. The Devil. Interesting. The Nine of Swords. Death. Dang. And the Page of Cups. Wow. So for those of you who feel a lot of emotions, well, and then you've got the Star card on day 11, just saying, I feel like you might experience like a roller coaster of emotions. But those of you who don't, you don't allow your emotions to have control over you, there's something that you're working through here. So let me just look at these cards really quickly. And there's almost like a disconnect. You're being, okay, how many of you, this may sound strange, how many of you have seen the movie Matrix? Yeah, the original one. Because I feel like you're going to be unplugged. Something is going to unplug you. Just like Neo was unplugged. That was like a really interesting scene in the movie, don't you think? Like all the tubes and stuff just like popped off. And he was like, what in the world? Okay, so this is some sort of activation or awakening to your truth or your purpose or your gift. Okay, now this is making more sense to me. I'm glad that Spirit distracted me with the movie Matrix because now it makes more sense. So right now, here you are, just going along your life. I feel like maybe you've been questioning your life for some time. You become the observer, and maybe you've been sensing something is changing or about to change. Or maybe you're just no longer interested in, the kind of work or relationships. Maybe life has become unfulfilling, and some of you have been trying to figure out why this is happening, and others of you may just be wondering, WTF is, These, my friends, are usually caused by astrological transits in your personal astrology, your life path, your purpose, your destiny. Usually somewhere along the lines, whether it's a huge event or a smaller event. At some point in all of our lives, we reach a point where we've just had enough, or maybe we've come to the end of a path and we just don't know what to do next. That's what's happening for you in the next 10 days. So right now you might feel okay, but then starting in the next couple of days, something may just, again, remember I was talking about emotional triggers because you have a lot of water. There's like emotions, something deep is like stirring within you. It's trying to maybe trigger your emotions. But what's trying to trigger your emotions, or it's trying to get you to pay attention to you so that you can recognize your gift, so that you can activate your purpose, so that you could start creating more fulfillment and happiness and joy in your life. But if you really don't have any interest in paying attention to yourself or your dreams, then that's on you. But something significant is changing. It's shifting in your life and your cycles to put you on a better path. A path that's going to be happier for you. A path of like fulfilling your destiny, fulfilling your purpose. What's interesting is that now it's like that higher heart chakra it's like below my throat, but above my heart. It started pulsing. Weird, right? Like Morse code. Like something is trying to express itself through you. Oh, that's why I was feeling that in my throat. That's just weird. So it's nothing to be afraid of. But honestly, I'm thinking before, you've probably been living a life for other people or other reasons, and maybe you haven't been choosing to live your life for yourself. And I think that your soul is going to wake you up in the next 10 days to make you realize maybe this is something that you've been searching for forever, but you just didn't know, right? Maybe you've been living your life too much in your head and not really in your heart, because there is like a disconnect. But again, there's like this unplug. Feeling disconnected might be something that you experience, but this is absolutely what needs to happen so that you can receive enlightenment. There is something more, there is something better. So you're in the process of some sort of transformation. If you're a Scorpio, or you have a lot of Scorpio in your chart, then you know exactly what this energy is. It's Pluto. It's like endings and beginnings. Death and rebirth. So an end to who you thought that you were, and the beginning of recognizing this beautiful, amazing, loving, creative being that you are, that you came here to become. You're waking up. But do you trust that? Maybe not. Are you afraid of this? Perhaps. But there is something new, there's something better, there's something different that is activating inside of you. So pay attention to how you feel. Pay attention to your physical symptoms. Some of you are having, I'm just going to call it physical disruptions of your health. Whenever the body acts out, it's because, well, your body has a separate brain. It has a separate level of intelligence from you, who you think that you are. So if your body is triggering you with something, it's really trying to get your attention, to pay attention to you, pay attention to your heart, your desires, your truth. And it's really just trying to get you to let go of everything that doesn't support you. And of course, there's nothing here to fear. These are just tarot cards, right? They were random, they were shuffled, laid out. So just pieces of the puzzle, whatever you're experiencing, like between now and 10 days from now, the more you take charge and control over yourself and your emotions, and you take responsibility for you, it's a perfect opportunity for you to tune in, tap in, and turn yourself on, connect with the universe, to receive that direct guidance that is available for you when you tune in through your heart, when you listen, when you pay attention to your inner self. You will find that you're always being guided in every moment, in every second, in every nanosecond. This is what's waking up inside of you. And so again, for some of you, it might feel very uncomfortable or disturbing. And some of you may have been born with certain placements in your astrology that make you fear anything that you cannot see or understand. But it doesn't mean that it is negative. It just means that you're not paying attention. And honestly, in all the readings that I've done over the years, I've noticed when I started studying more about astrology and transits, or even birth charts, the elements are really important for each one of us. So what were you born with? If you know your natal chart, you should know how much air, how much water, how much earth, how much fire is affecting your personality. And so those who have a lot of air and a lot of fire in their charts don't necessarily resonate with their body. They don't even think about talking to their body or connecting, Maybe you don't even value your physical health. But if something is happening in your body that is trying to get your attention, it's seriously trying to get you to pay attention to your health, because the more that you avoid it or ignore it, the more it's just going to continue to grow or expand. Oh my gosh. And so right now and over the next couple of days, there is an evolutionary transit, which is Pluto opposition Mars. And everyone has their own interpretation or perspective on this transit. It's evolutionary, but what it is, it's like Pluto wants to be in control. Well, Pluto is in control. Mars is how you want to be in control. But the opposition either chooses to come together to notice the differences and find a way to resolve them, or they're going to clash with it. And the reason why I brought up this Pluto opposition Mars is because in my astrology and health readings and studies, I've realized that it's both Pluto transits as well as Mars transits, and this depends on your personal astrology transit. But it can cause inflammation inside the body, bleeding, unexpected. Pluto can cause tumors in the body, like sudden and unexpected, and any kind of health issues that all of us have are meant to help us along our path and our journey. There's something deeper that's trying to get our attention, which is why we experience any kind of health hiccup, because we have to stop what we're doing, and nurture ourselves. And this is the purpose of the Temperance card. So I feel like your angels, your higher self, your spirit guides are trying to warn you to stop and pay attention, that you have the power of choice. You can choose to change what you're focusing on. You can choose a different path or a direction in your life. Stop avoiding your health and your well-being, because there's something there that is really trying to, it's a wake-up call. A wake-up call to what? Well, in the next 10 days, you're going to have an amazing epiphany, a new discovery, something new about yourself or your body or your emotions or your heart. This is something about yourself. Something is going to mirror back to you exactly what it is that you need to hear, see, know, or feel. So the universe, or your external reality, is your mirror. So what you see in others is mirroring back at you what it is that you need to focus on. Again, that's a matter of perspective. Perspectives are different. What creates your unique perspective? It's the day that you were born on. That's what creates how you perceive other people. So usually people who are born on a day that starts with a 1 or has a 1 and a different digit after, they are more direct. They are more self-reflective. They have more creative, initiating kind of thought. However, if you were born on the 20th through the 29th, you tend to project what you need to see onto other people. That's how you reflect. That's how life is speaking to you. It's like a mirror. So what you think is actually happening in other people, it's mirroring back to you something that you are doing yourself. It's kind of hard to understand this perspective, but it's true. I've done so many readings. It took me so long to realize that not everyone was born with straightforward thinking like me. I just constantly have new thought. It's like it's progressive thinking. But others, if you're born on the 20th through the 29th, you have the kind of mindset that you automatically start reflecting on others, what other people need. And perhaps you try and give that to others, or maybe you think that's what the other people need to get from you, but it's a mirror showing you what you need from you. Group 4. So something amazing and fantastical is going to come into your awareness over the next 10 days. This is your video reading for today. I hope these resonate for you. Do pay attention. Do pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities. Grab your crystals. Pinks and greens are the best ones. They feel better. But if you have any questions or comments about this video, feel free to comment below the video. But in the least, if you enjoyed this video reading, click the like button. If you'd like more, well, personalized information based on your birthday numbers and not just general smear of tarot cards, feel free to reach out to me and request a private reading. My links are down below. Meanwhile, have a wonderful day and stay blessed, and I will see you all in another video reading. Bye for now.